Monday, April 13, 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us for our 6 p.m. news over Camdis Television. Let's begin straight away with our headlines. As anticipation builds ahead of Pope Leo XIV visit to Cameroon, citizens in the capital are expressing a strong enthusiasm and hope for positive national transformation. Many residents see the event as an opportunity to reinforce peace, social harmony, and moral renewal across the country. Cameroon has joined the international community to commemorate International Gastronomy Day, highlighting its growing reputation as a vibrant destination for culinary tourism. With its rich cultural diversity and wide range of traditional dishes, the country continues to attract food lovers while showcasing the taste and preference of its people. A major political development has emerged in Malawi following the arrest of former finance minister on allegations linked to financial crimes and misuse of public office. The case comes amid a broader government-led inquiry under President Peter Mutharika into suspected misconduct involving former senior officials. You have these stories and more in a bit. Thanks once more for joining us. We begin the news talking religion, where just 48 hours left before the visit of Pope Francis to Cameroon. Joy is flowing and growing. Residents in Yaoundé have wide range expectations, including the return of peace to the northwest and southwest regions, a definitive end to the phenomenon of feminicide and infanticide, and a change of mentality, among other things. We have Sharon Aratani and Elise Yanda in the following report.
The anticipated visit of Pope Francis has raised strong expectations among many citizens of Cameroon. For many, this visit is not just ceremonial, but a moment of hope for spiritual, social, and national transformation. Many Cameroonians believe the Pope's visit will purify the nation spiritually, help reduce what they describe as growing evil in society. I think the Pope should really come and purify our leaders and the population, because there is a lot of evil happening these days. The Pope's arrival will be welcome in Cameroon. His coming should come and fix Cameroon. The expectations expressed are deeply hopeful and faith-driven. Many Cameroonians believe the visit of Pope Francis can bring spiritual healing, national transformation, lasting peace. However, these expectations are largely moral and symbolic, relying on changes in both leadership and individual behavior. If his coming can bless Cameroon and that we find peace in the south and in the northwest, that is what we wish. That all the death crimes we are experiencing now can come to an end as the Pope comes. The visit of Pope Francis to Cameroon is seen by many as a moment of hope and possible change. The expectations reflect a deep desire for peace, justice, and spiritual transformation in the country.
The Association of Former Students of Cameroon's Catholic Seminary, CASEMCA, has intensified preparations to welcome Pope Leo XIV, a visit expected to strengthen unity and faith within the Catholic community. Under the leadership of the Archbishop Jean Barga and coordination of Professor Pius Ondwa Olinga, the group held an extraordinary General Assembly in Yaoundé to organize the reception. We have a Promise Akante and Gerard Bina.
Drawn from various professional backgrounds, they are united by one thing. They have attended a seminary in Cameroon at one point in their lives. The Association of Former Students of Catholic Seminaries in Cameroon, known by its French acronym CASEMCA, is actively preparing for the arrival of Pope Leo XIV to Cameroon. The Metropolitan Archbishop of Yaoundé, His Grace Jean Barga, while expressing heartfelt gratitude to the former students for their show of commitment to their foundation, did not fail to highlight the history of the seminary.
The history of this seminarian is a Catholic history, is a church history, is a national history. And this initiative to promulgate, what can we say, a sort of profession of faith, means that they want to show to our Holy Father their conviction, their faith, and their engagement to continue with success the involvement in the church.
With peace as the greatest expectation from the papal visit, the Archbishop joined his voice to those of all Cameroonians to express the wish to see the visit bring the much heralded virtue.
I thank God for their capacity to express their faith and to promote it over the world. It is a time for us to continue to pray that this visit may spread many graces in our country, and God will continue to bless Cameroon.
The extraordinary General Assembly of CASEMCA that held on April 12, 2026 at the St. John the 23rd Spiritual Center in Volier was thus an opportunity to lay the groundworks for a successful papal visit and was one of the many preparatory activities. These important preparations are being coordinated by Professor Pius Ondua Olinga, President of CASEMCA.
Away from religion, we now talk something else where in a gesture to strengthen social solidarity and humanitarian outreach took place at the Central Prison in Yaoundé, where inmates received support from a municipal delegation. The visit was led by officials from the Yaoundé 4 Council under the coordination of the 5th Deputy Mayor Monique Mimboe, who personally accompanied the team to the correctional facility. The initiative was presented as part of efforts to show compassion toward vulnerable populations living in difficult conditions. Upon arrival, the delegation distributed essential food and household items to the detainees. The supplies included beverages, fish, sugar, flour, tomatoes, cooking oil, and soap, all intended to ease daily hardships within the facility. The beneficiaries welcomed the assistance with gratitude, expressing relief and appreciation for the attention given to their living conditions. Many described the support as timely and encouraging amid ongoing shortages within the prison. The visit also carried a broader message about community responsibility and empathy toward incarcerated persons. It highlighted the importance of maintaining humanitarian concern even for those serving time within the justice system. Beyond the immediate donations, the event sparked renewed calls for continued support with appeals for such acts of kindness to become more regular and sustained. The initiative underscored the role of local authorities in fostering solidarity and human dignity within correctional environments. We shall be bringing you more updates in our subsequent news at 8 p.m. Let's now talk something else. As you heard in one of our lead stories, Cameroon is known for being Africa in miniature with its rich cultural diversity and breathtaking landscape. Besides these, Cameroon also prides itself as a tourist destination par excellence for lovers of good food with a wide variety of delicious and nutritious meals. It is in this light that Elise Yanda and Promise Akante present to us the gastronomical strength of Cameroon as well as the choice of Cameroonians. Let's take a listen.
Moving across Cameroon, a foodie can comfortably have a different meal each day throughout the year and will not run out of choices. From fufu made with rice or millet and folere soup in the north accompanied by bilibili, a drink made out of corn, the saliva increases with a plate of sweetened sanga without salt, okok without salt or pem in the center, south and east regions of the country, as delicious as they are nutritive. As the gastronomical journey continues, a stopover for some delectable ndole in the littoral region stimulates your taste buds, especially with the conspicuous presence of the prawns and shrimps that gave Cameroon its name. Then the drive continues to the southwest region of Cameroon to savour a wide variety of meals, ero with watafufu, kwakoko Bible, famously known as indeli bread and kanda sauce, ekwang, and of course the legendary slow boys, that is, well-fried snails. Cameroonians and foreign visitors will be thrilled by the mouth-watering achu, which has fast become a national integration dish, having succeeded in crossing from the northwest region to all over the National Triangle and beyond. Fufu corn and kati kati is definitely that sumptuous meal everyone will want to savour, not only for its great taste, but also nutritional value, understandably the favorite of some Yaoundé denizens. A good bundle of koki beans, that is for those from the Mongo, and koki corn, known as tenue militaire from the west region of Cameroon, some miyondo and bobolo, ndomba, and of course conchi will leave no one indifferent. A plate of appetizing pounded Irish potatoes and beans, famously known as tukuni or chutta, will definitely receive you again in the northwest region, or cocoyam porridge, known as nantari, will have the tourists coming back for more. As the 2026 edition of International Gastronomy Day is being observed this April 13, it is time to spotlight the tasty, savory dishes of the land of promise, some of which are medicinal and therapeutic.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, it is the 6 p.m. news over Camdis Television. Let's now take you beyond our borders. First stop will be in Malawi. As you heard in one of our lead stories, a major political development has emerged in that part of the country following the arrest of the former finance minister on allegations linked to financial crimes and misuse of office. The case comes amid a broader government-led inquiry under President Peter Mutharika into suspected misconduct involving former senior officials. Second stop will be in Benin and then Pakistan. These stories are compiled in the following report. Police in Malawi have arrested former finance minister Simplex Chitayola on suspicion of money laundering and abuse of office, marking significant development in an expanding post-election crackdown on former officials linked to the administration of ex-president Lazarus Chakwera. The arrest is part of broader investigations into alleged corruption and financial misconduct involving several senior figures from the previous government as authorities under President Peter Mutharika intensify efforts to review past decisions and transactions, with more detentions and court appearances expected in the ongoing probe. Vote counting is underway in Benin after a presidential election considered crucial for the country's democratic future and continued economic progress. Finance Minister Ramud Wadakni is leading the race to replace ongoing President Patrice Talon amid reports of general peaceful voting but low turnout in some areas, concerns about weak opposition participation, ongoing poverty and security challenges, and increasing demands from young citizens for more inclusive policies under the nation's new 7-year presidential term system. The outcome of the election is expected to shape the country's political and economic direction until at least 2033. Lengthy negotiations between the United States and Iran held in Islamabad ended on Sunday without a breakthrough after nearly 21 hours of talks focused on nuclear issues, sanctions relief and security in the Strait of Hormuz. Officials from both sides confirmed that deep disagreements remain, with U.S. Vice President stressing that Washington still demands a firm commitment from Tehran to abandon nuclear weapons ambitions, a key condition set by President Donald Trump, while the stalled negotiations have left a fragile 2-week ceasefire uncertain and raised fears of renewed tensions in the region. And that news out of the country, ladies and gentlemen, takes us to the end of our 6 p.m. news over Camdis Television. It was a pleasure staying with you. Do enjoy the rest of the evening in the company of interesting programs over the Republican channel. Meanwhile, we'll take the rendezvous again tomorrow when it's exactly 6 p.m. Good to be.